Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So how do you usually practice to playing a keyboard?
I usually practice with my teacher in my home.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, bilingual viewers. We are from class 8.4 and want to do this podcast. My name is Erick and this is my partner.
Hello, guys. My name is Rafi Maulana from 8.4.
So my question for you, Rafi Maulana, is number one. What is the terms for borrowing something?
So in Islam, borrowing something is regulated in a regulation in the Sharia of Islam. So there are some provision for the borrowing activities. So the first provision is the borrowers and lenders should sincerely when borrow the goods. The lenders should not hope any rewards or the borrower should not harm the lenders. And the second things is the borrower and the lender should have transparencies when to the transaction. So the borrower should honest in the goods, whether it is used or when the return of the goods. So if there is something that broke from the goods, the borrower should have responsibility. So there are things is responsibility. Responsibility is needed by the borrower. If there is something that broken from the goods, the borrower should replace or return it or pay compensation to the lenders. And other things is the borrower should return the goods in the deadline or in the time on time. So it is prohibited that the borrower is not return the goods according to the time. But if there is a new agreement, this is not forbidden, it's allowed in the religion. And other provision of the borrowing is no extra payment. So no need to extra payment by the borrower. The lender should not accept the extra payment or asking for the extra payment. So what is the law of the borrowing money of in Islam?
So in Islam, borrowing money is regulated by the principles of Sharia. Some of the main provisions are one, no usury. So the practice and use of usury is prohibited in Islam. And if you receive or if the borrower give usury, it will be considered as unlawful or haram. Number two is considering the agreement. So both parties must understand the agreements of the term for borrowing the money or loaning, and it must be clear and transparent for both of them so they understand and won't go anything far from the thing they have agreed on. Number three is the period on what they loan for. So when they loan, they will have to agree, both of them will have to agree on the time they will give back the money or when they receive money. So renewal of the time is not possible unless both parties agree that they want to renew the time they will give back the money. And number four is attention of the loaner to the borrower of their payability. So when you're a loaner wanting to loan money for the borrower, you actually have to pay attention to the person itself. If you see that that person cannot pay, maybe he's not capable of paying back, then don't loan him money because a responsible person is considered as unethical. And number five is qisas. So in Islam, in certain conditions, lowering the debt or making the debt easier for the loaner I mean, for the receiver is actually considered as a good deed. But in some terms, it is important to hire a scholar or an Islam expert, a legal expert. If you think it is uncertainly, you cannot think that it will be needed in terms of loaning money in Sharia. So my question again for you is, what is the law for borrowing something?
So, from something Islam is regulated. First question. So, the borrowing in Islam is regulated by the mutual justice and mutual respect, and also it is regulated in the Sharia law. So, there are some conditions that involve in the borrowing activities. So, first is borrower and lenders. The borrower is someone who borrowed the goods, something, and the lenders is someone who lent or loaned his or her goods or something. And the second is ihla, or the goods that is loaned. So there is the activities of ijab and qabul. Ijab is the offers to the borrower from the lender, and qabul is the acceptance from the lenders, from the borrowers to lenders. The other things is the deadline time. So there's the time to return or repay the borrowing goods or something, and there's valid terms. Valid terms is it is forbidden to do anything out of the Sharia. And the last is intention. So they should have the intention, like the first sincerity and goodwill. So we as Muslim should have to follow the regulation in Islam or Sharia of Islam. Yes. To get advantage, we need to follow our religion.
So I think that is all for our podcast today about borrowing something in the terms of Islam. We are from class 8.4. We say thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.